what in the worst is the God? I'm not going to be in the back and forth. You decide now that after we're going to forget the strike, forget 100 million. Come, let's settle this. I will go with you. If we are not doing that, then this back and forth is not necessary.
Come out, man to man. Let's do this. Let's do this now. Let us. You guys, the fight between Adekunle and Sheggz was so funny, and you know why this particular statement from Adekunle and this part of the back and forth was so hilarious to me is because I remember when Sheggz and Adekunle'S had an issue, right, where Sheggz was saying, "Wagwan man, I'll beat you, I'll leave this house."
I'll rack you and go home. I'll lie on God. I'm from London, bro. We're not in Nigeria. Guys are doing all this shit. I'm with it. Don't try me.
Now they say, come out, man to man, let's fight. She said, no, you can't do that. You can't get on that level. I say, I've seen the fights that you say you want to do and leave Big Brother's house. You should come man to man and do it. That's why it was so funny. But like, no, I do not support violence. This channel does not support violence. I do not like when people get physical because I feel like it can go extreme. Somebody can fall and hit head somewhere. I don't like physical violence. I know they like calm. That's why when it comes to that one, I don't used to support. So about the fight that happened between Adekunle and Sheggz, let me give you guys let's talk from the genesis. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you are new here, please go subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that I can get notified each time I post a brand new video, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Now, what exactly caused the fight that happened between them, like this particular night? It was food, though, you guys. Food. Night caused all this fight. Apparently they had food, and I think there was none that was left for Adekunle, and they now had to go the extra mile to prepare one for him to eat. That's like Adekunle. And then Adekunle came and said he was not going to eat the rice. Is it rice? I think it's rice that they came for him. He was not going to eat it, and then he now gave it out and decided to prepare his own meal. That's when Sheggz was now making side comments and talking about different things. According to Adekunle, Sheggz said he's stupid, right? And then, you know, things now escalated from there. And Adekunle said the reason he didn't eat the food, he has ulcer and he had pepper, so he had to prepare his own food. That he had to give it out. He even gave it out to Doyin because he couldn't eat. That's from Adekunle's angle. But then Sheggz was making side comments, and later on now kind of approached him. Adekunle also said that Sheggz is not intellectual. Sheggz said, what's your level of education? Things now started getting all heated up from there, right? So that particular statement of not being intellectual is what really got to Sheggz, or what made him start trying to go to him.
I'm not making you, I don't have to raise my voice.
What you said was dog shit.
Okay, fine. Okay, you guys are not saying dog shit. I don't want to speak to you. I don't understand, but you aren't intellectual.
What's your level of it? Like,
So basically, according to Adekunle, he moved from the sitting room to where he was. Adekunle was in the kitchen trying to prepare his food, but Sheggz was now coming to him like, oh, he wants to do something. So that's when Adekunle was like, you guys are not holding the guy that came all the way from the sitting room to meet me. It's me that you guys are telling to, like, you know, calm down and try to hold me. That you guys should hold him, because Sheggz was the one that moved to him. And that's when Adekunle was explaining, that's when he now charged back at Sheggz. In the midst of this fight, they were now bringing up things that have happened between them before now. Like, that's when, you know, I told you guys that there's a pending fight, or like a beef that has been brewing between the both of them. I literally posted a video here about it, and I gave you guys like a little breakdown of what has been happening. So it was during this fight that everybody now, you know, expressed themselves, talked about what was doing them, what was really paining them. So it's not just food. It's way bigger than food. Sheggz referred to him as a snake, a bitch. He's not acting like a man. He's not behaving like a man. Adekunle was like, I don't care what you think about me. Whatever you think about me, like, it's what you think about me, right? So Adekunle also brought about what Sheggz said earlier on during the week. Sheggz told Adekunle that the reason Adekunle put Groovy up for possible eviction is because he doesn't have love for him. That's Sheggz. You guys know that Sheggz and Groovy are roommates. So he said that Adekunle put Groovy up for possible eviction because of him. That's Sheggz. And then Adekunle was like, not everything is about you. So, you know, this is just like building up. We also have the situation with Ebuka. The question Ebuka asked both Sheggz and Adekunle during the live eviction show. Ebuka asked Adekunle why. Adekunle said that he feels like the relationship between Sheggz and Bella is fake, right? And Adekunle gave his answer. He was like, okay, he didn't really mean it that way, da 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 da. Ebuka also asked Sheggz why he said what he said about Adekunle in the diary room. You guys remember that Sheggz, in his diary room session, he told Big Brother that he's trying to still understand Adekunle, that he doesn't trust him. Now, why did he talk about not trusting Adekunle? He said that when Deji came into the house, that Adekunle made a comment like towards him that more like now he's going to see a competition. He has seen a competition.
About me, like things are going to be different for Sheggz now, or just something like that, and I can't remember exactly what he said. I'm sure you would know, but it was along those lines anyway. It was a comparison or to make me feel a certain type of way because Deji was coming in.
So all of this, like all this beef, I feel like the beginning or the roots has to do with Bella, right? There was also a time at the beginning, early, I'm giving you guys like Genesis to Revelation. There was also a time during towards the beginning of the show where they had like a roundtable situation where Sheggz was more like, would I say, accusing Adekunle of liking Bella. He was more like trying to push the whole idea that Adekunle likes Bella, and Adekunle was telling Sheggz that he even just literally recently started seeing Bella as beautiful after he saw her toenails, and he's like, oh, she has clean feet. Then this babe is actually really pretty, right? Then there was also a game that they played in the room where they were mentioning people that they like. As for Adekunle, he was like, Bella is very beautiful, but he likes Bombo. So more like Bella is not exactly his spec, and that kind of like explains why he gravitated towards Alison. Like, okay, you know, she has like she has backside, and it's almost obviously clear that Adekunle doesn't really have anything for Bella like in that way, right? But like when it comes to Sheggz, I feel like he thinks that almost everybody, like most of the guys in the house, like Bella, and they will come for her. I mean, they are trying to, I don't even know. So generally, I would say that most of the major part of the beef has to do with Bella, right? There will be other underlying things. It's definitely not just this. And then Adekunle, on the other hand, there are so many things that he says he has said about Sheggz and Bella, like, oh, they're fake, Sheggz is not a real nigga, and all of that he has not said, he had not said to his face. So I feel like Adekunle, on his own part, all these things that you're saying, tell him man to man. So you're saying that you guys should come and face it man to man. What if you have anything to say to him, like, also tell him man to man, because for the most part the things that Sheggz says about him, usually says it to his face. Now, some of the highlights of the fight that made it very hilarious to me was one, the part where Sheggz was calling Adekunle bro and calling him bro. It's like, I'm not your bro, do not call me bro. That part, I found that part very hilarious.
Be quiet. You cannot be your brother. Call me Adekunle. Let's keep the fake shit. Don't bro me. Don't bro me. My name is Adekunle. Don't bro me. My name is Adekunle.
Then also the part where he said, like, if you want to forfeit all the money now, come, let's fight. Let's come and fight. I've not heard that one before in Big Brother. So that was also very hilarious. Then the fact that Sheggz wasn't like gingering, like he was saying what he was saying, going close to him, but like he wasn't jumping around. Adekunle was just jumping around, and it reminded me of there's a time that Elo Zonam had an issue with fraud. Elo Zonam was just jumping. If you come for me, so that reminded me of that situation. Adekunle was just jumping around, shouting on top of his voice. I say, calm down,
relax.
So like for me, I'm not going to fault anybody if they decide to quarrel and fight and ginger themselves. Do it. We also signed up for, it's not every time peace. We also signed up for violence. The only time I'm not going to support is if they get physical, and I don't think they really touch each other, except Big Brother judges it in a different way. Then yeah, then we also had Bella and what's her name, Bella and Diana. There was like this back and forth. Diana put herself into the equation. I don't even know what's concerning Diana inside the equation. Say Diana now spoke, and then Bella was like, "Oh, it's none of your business. Leave the men. Let them fight man to man."
I'm not even going to do this with a woman. I'm speaking to him, so I'm not even going to get involved.
What's the business in this thing? What's the business? I really don't want to reply you, but what's your business? Allow them. They are men. Allow them.
Why is it talking that this works? It's not the first time.
So that's how they had their own issue, right? That one was it was not even relevant to the grand scheme of things, because I didn't even know why they were fighting. Then we also had Bella that attacked Rachel, and she was telling Rachel that Rachel does not like Sheggz. She has a problem with Sheggz. I'm like, Rachel has been added to the question of people. I mean, she has been added to the list of people that has a problem with Sheggz. If it was Doyin, would still hear the same thing, that there's a reason why Doyin is coming after Sheggz, that Doyin has an issue with Sheggz. But now it's Rachel, you're still saying the same thing. She has an issue. So everybody in the house literally has an issue with you guys. Or like, I think that this particular situation or this particular narrative, they've been projecting it on other scenes, because from the first week, Bella was making statements like, oh, she knows, she was expecting this kind of hate, so she was kind of like projecting on all the other ladies already that, oh, they don't like me. And then Sheggz, on the other hand, also has that kind of idea, or that kind of mindset that, oh, when he's in a place, people will not like him. The other day, Sheggz said that people in level 2, he knows that they all hate him, and I'm like, excuse me, I don't think that hatred is there. So he's already projecting, and I'm sure that when they come together as one house, he would kind of like use that idea that, oh, these people don't like me already, and act. That's when it's now be like that's the case, right? But I don't think they really talk about him. It's only maybe like this guy Groovy that has talked about him, and it's not really in a bad way per se. Like I think once or twice, but he's hardly the topic of discussion in the level 2. So Mama, I don't even know, but this particular fight, I don't know. I think it's okay. I'm not even going to judge anybody. What do you guys think is the genesis of this fight? Do you guys, like, what do you think about this fight? Where do you think it's coming from? And what do you think really triggered them to go this far? This is where I end this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye. Love you.